As a coach, especially a group class coach, it's very difficult to help people meet the right stimulus every time. Now I'm excited because here at RxFit in a couple weeks, we're gonna roll out a leveling method or leveling system rather, where each individual based on their past performance history will be able to receive their own RX for each workout. Not only will this help you progress on your journey of fitness and be able to get things like your first pull-up or your first handstand push-up or be able to walk 25 feet on your hands, but also it will help you get fitter every day by following the stimulus. Now I wanted to show you 3 workouts specifically that highlight the difference between stamina and endurance. A few weeks ago I wrote about the difference here. These are just 2 of dozens of other variables that we consider when putting together workouts, but this will highlight the importance and the value of a leveling system, but also help you listen to your coach and try to meet the stimulus of every workout. Okay, so let's look at 3 workouts. Here's the first workout. If I put together these 2 workouts, which are almost identical, 5 rounds for time, 10 bench press, 12 banded chest to bar with a 2-minute and 30-second rest, and then you repeat that again, versus just 10 rounds for time of the same workout, it is almost the same. I have 100 bench presses, I have 120 chest bars in both workouts. However, I can vary the intensity with a rest period. And then because of this rest period, this workout becomes focused on building muscle stamina, while without the rest period, this workout focuses on building muscle endurance. Now, the difference is intensity, right? And a lot of times it's easy to adjust the intensity by upping the weight or lightening the load. Upping the weight increases the intensity, lightening the load decreases the intensity. But in this case, I can be able, or because I know I have a rest period coming up, I will be able to go faster on these, probably do 10 bench presses and 12 banded chest to bars in 45 seconds maybe. Where here, if I were to attack 10 rounds for time, I would probably be more like twice that. I would probably try to finish this in 90 seconds. And here, because I know I have a rest period, I'd be trying to finish around 35 to 45 seconds each. Okay, so I'm building stamina here because I'm doing large sets with little rest. Here, I'm doing muscle endurance because I'm probably gonna break up these bench presses in 2 sets each time and break up the chest to bars probably in 2 sets each time. Okay, so I can adjust the intensity first by putting in a rest period. I can adjust this intensity here by changing the time, okay? So both of these workouts are very different, but I'm just lightening the load now, okay? Sorry, I wrote time here, it should say load. Now, gymnastics, the secret's out now, kind of, that Matt Fraser, 5-time fittest on earth, did a lot of work with gymnastic bands. Because when it comes to weightlifting, you can put more weight on or you can take more weight off depending on the workout. But when it comes to pull-ups or handstand push-ups, things like that, you can't really lighten the load of your own body weight. Maybe you can put more weight on you by putting like a weight vest on, but even that's limited. So he did a lot of banded work, which I think is phenomenal. So in this case, there's a classic CrossFit open workout that we've now tested twice. It has a couple of movements before, and then you go into 50 strict handstand push-ups, followed by 200 feet of handstand walking. Now, most people in the world didn't even finish the handstand push-ups simply because of muscle stamina, right? A lot of great athletes can do handstand push-ups, strict handstand push-ups, but when it comes to walking on your hands after doing 50 of those, your shoulders are just spent. So a great way to train for something like building shoulder stamina would be a workout like this. Okay, I could just do the workout for time, which would be 50 strict handstand push-ups followed by 200 feet handstand walk. But my target time here would be 12 minutes. And because I could maybe only do, let's say 5-6 strict handstand push-ups, I'm probably having to do sets of 1 on here. And then my 200 foot handstand walk would probably be in increments of like 15, maybe 20 feet at a time. That trains endurance, where the test, maybe for that specific workout, is a stamina test. And so it'd be better to train by lightening the load with a box handstand push-up and then not being dependent on my balance for a handstand walk and just accumulating 2 minutes in a handstand hold. This would test my shoulder stamina, because I could probably do 50 box handstand push-ups in 2 sets and then hold a handstand hold, 2 sets of 1 minute holds. Where here it's gonna be very, very small sets and very small sets, all right? So when you're building stamina, you want big sets. When you're building endurance, you're typically gonna do small sets. So here's the stimulus. The target time for this workout would be 12 minutes. Target time for this workout is 4 minutes. And you can see that it's not very different, but because I'm lightening the load both on the handstand push-up and eliminating the balance factor for the handstand walk, I'm able to work on stamina rather than endurance. All right, this video is getting long, but I wanted to highlight one final thing with pull-ups. Okay, the classic thing, like when you're living alone or you're saying, I can do 3 pull-ups, but I want to be able to do 10 pull-ups. How do I build that stamina in my bicep? And usually what happens is I'm gonna just do 50 pull-ups every day, okay? Now there's an important difference between 50 pull-ups for time versus 50 pull-ups throughout the day, right? I could do 3 pull-ups in the morning, 3 pull-ups after breakfast, 3 pull-ups after, who knows, after getting out of the shower, or I can just go right underneath the bar and do 50 as much as I can, or I can do banded pull-ups. So I wanted to highlight this really fast. If we keep constant the time, 3 minutes, AMRAP, and I tell you to do banded pull-ups, as many as you can, as many reps as possible of banded pull-ups in 3 minutes versus as many reps as possible in 3 minutes of just normal pull-ups. If you can do 3, maybe 4 pull-ups, your target score for a 3-minute AMRAP would probably be right around 18. I don't know if you're gonna be able to do much more than that. But if I gave you a band and told you to do as many as you can in 3 minutes, you're probably gonna get right around 88. So the difference here in intensity is upping the volume. If I lighten the load, similar to the last example, I can get you to do more pull-ups in a shorter amount of time, thus increasing intensity through volume, rather than having you do sets of 1, maybe 2 here, and having long rest periods. Here you're gonna do big sets, probably like 10, 11 in a row, quick rest, jump back up, and use the assistance of that band. Anyway, that highlights some of the importance of following the stimulus of every workout, and also stay tuned for the leveling system coming here to RxFit shortly in a couple of weeks.